Hello, everyone! Welcome to English with John and Lucy, where you can have fun learning English.
Clap, clap. All right, everyone. Silence, please. Put your books away and take out a pen. It is time for a surprise pop quiz.
What? A quiz? Wait, John, I didn't study. My palms are sweating. Please, no.
Question number 1. What is the square root of 144? You have 5 seconds.
Oh my goodness, I don't know. Is it 10? 12? My brain is empty.
Haha, relax, Lucy. Breathe. I am just joking.
Phew. Oh, John, you scared me. My heart is beating so fast like a drum. I thought I was back in high school for a second.
Haha, that was my plan. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to English with John and Lucy. As you can guess, today we are traveling back to the classroom.
I see. Memories of school. That is a great topic. It brings back so many feelings.
Yes, we call this nostalgia. Today we will talk about school subjects. These are the specific classes you study, like math and English.
We will talk about what we liked, what we hated, and the funny things that happened.
Exactly. Everyone goes to school, so everyone has a story. Are you ready to open your books, Lucy?
I am ready, but please promise me there is no homework today. I hate homework.
I promise, no homework. First, let's remember the different levels of school.
Right. When we are very small, we go to primary school or elementary school.
And when we are teenagers, we go to secondary school or high school. Which one did you like more, Lucy?
I think I preferred primary school. It was so simple. We just played games, colored pictures, and took naps.
Haha, taking naps is the best. I liked high school better because I felt more independent. I felt like an adult, even though I was still a child. Okay, let's start with the positive things. Lucy, tell me, what was your absolute favorite subject in school?
Let me think. Without a doubt, my favorite subject was art.
Art class? That is not surprising. You are a very creative person. Why did you like it so much?
Because it was the only time I could relax. In other classes, I had to be quiet, but in art, I could paint, draw, and make a big mess.
Haha, making a mess is always fun. Did you use watercolors or pencils?
I used everything: paint, clay, glue. I usually had paint on my face at the end of the class.
So, were you a talented artist? Did you paint beautiful masterpieces like Picasso?
Actually, to be honest, no, I was terrible.
Really? I don't believe you.
It's true. I tried to draw a cat once, but it looked like a potato with legs.
A potato cat. That is very funny. But the result isn't important. Did you enjoy the process?
Yes, I was bad at drawing, but I loved it. It made me happy. That's the most important thing, right? What about you, John? You seem very organized and logical. You are not a messy person.
You are right. My favorite subject was mathematics, or just math.
Math? Oh no, John, are you serious? Yuck!
Hey, don't say yuck. Math is beautiful. Numbers are clean and perfect.
I don't understand. How can numbers be beautiful? They gave me a headache.
Because numbers never lie. 1 plus 1 is always 2. In English or art, the answer depends on your opinion. In math, there is only one correct answer.
I guess that's true, but it's so boring and difficult. I always felt confused.
For me, it's like a puzzle. I liked solving problems. When you work hard on a difficult problem and finally find the answer, wow, it feels great.
I only liked math when the teacher let us use a calculator. Beep, beep, boop. Done.
You cheater. You need to use your brain, not a machine. That's lazy, Lucy.
I prefer to call it smart working, not lazy.
In math, there are different areas. Do you remember geometry?
Is that the one with shapes, like triangles, squares, and circles?
Yes, I loved geometry. Measuring angles was fun, but I didn't like algebra as much.
Algebra is the one with letters, right? Like X and Y?
Exactly. The question is always, find X. And I always thought, well, I don't know where X is. Why is it hiding?
Yes. Why do we need to mix the alphabet with numbers? It's too confusing for my poor brain. Okay, let's move away from math before I get a headache. What about science?
Oh, I loved science, especially physics.
Physics? That explains how things move, right? Like gravity and speed?
Yes, it explains why an apple falls from a tree. Bonk! Or why a car moves fast.
I liked science, but I preferred biology.
Ah, biology, the study of living things, plants and animals.
Yes, I liked learning about flowers and how the human body works. It's fascinating.
Did you ever study chemistry? That was the exciting class.
Yes, but I was a little scared of chemistry.
Why? Did you think you would cause an explosion?
Yes, we had to mix liquids in glass tubes. Sometimes it bubbled and smoked.
Haha, that's the best part. I felt like a mad scientist. Mwahaha.
You're weird, John. I just hated the smell. The science lab always smelled like old eggs. Phew.
Let's talk about history. Learning about the past. Did you enjoy it?
I actually liked history very much. I liked the stories about kings, queens, and wars.
Me too. It's like a movie, but it's real life.
Exactly. But there was one problem. I hated memorizing dates.
Oh, me too. When was the battle? 1812? No, 1815. My brain is terrible at remembering numbers.
Yes, I knew what happened, but I never knew when it happened. My test papers were full of wrong dates. What about geography? Learning about the world map and countries.
I liked looking at maps. I used to stare at the map and dream about traveling.
Me too. I wanted to go to all the countries. I learned the capital cities.
Oh, test me. What is the capital of Japan?
That's easy. Tokyo. What is the capital of France?
Paris. See? We are very smart. Geography helped us dream big. Speaking of other countries, did you study a foreign language at school?
Yes. In my school, we studied French. Bonjour. Comment ça va?
Wow, very fancy. You sound very romantic, Lucy. I studied Spanish. Hola, buenos dias.
Were you fluent? Could you speak well with Spanish people?
No way. I was terrible. I could only say hello and where is the library?
That is not very useful for a holiday. Imagine being hungry in Spain and asking for the library.
I know. I regret it now. I wish I studied harder. Now, let's talk about the most active subject, PE, or physical education.
Oh dear, gym class, my nightmare.
Nightmare? Really? Did you hate sports, Lucy?
Yes, I was the worst student in PE. I'm not very sporty.
Why? Were you lazy? Did you just sit on the bench?
No, I tried, but I was clumsy. I always dropped the ball, or I tripped over my own feet. Bonk. Everyone laughed.
Oh no, poor Lucy. That sounds embarrassing.
What about you? You look athletic. You probably loved PE.
I did. It was my favorite time of the day. I liked playing football or soccer with my friends.
It must be nice to run around after sitting in a hard chair all day.
Exactly. It was a break for the brain. I had too much energy, so I needed to run.
What about when it rained? Did you run in the rain?
Sometimes. And then we had to sit in class with wet socks. Ugh, that's a terrible feeling. Did you have music class?
Yes, this was my second favorite subject after art. We learned to sing songs together.
Can you play any musical instruments?
I played the recorder. Do you know that simple plastic flute?
Oh, yes. Every child plays the recorder. It makes a very loud, squeaky sound. Beep, beep.
Yes, my parents hated it. I practiced at home and it was very noisy. What about you?
I played the drums, so my house was even noisier. Boom, boom, bang. Let's talk about fashion. Did you wear a uniform at your school?
Yes, unfortunately. I wore a white shirt and a gray skirt. I really hated it.
Why? Was it uncomfortable?
It was ugly and itchy. I wanted to wear my cool jeans and t-shirts to show my personality.
I understand, but honestly, I actually liked my uniform.
You did? You are crazy. Why?
Because I didn't have to choose my clothes in the morning. It was easy. I am lazy with fashion, so the uniform saved me time.
Okay, here is an important question. The food. Did you eat in the school cafeteria?
Yes, and I have bad memories. The school food was interesting.
Interesting means bad, right?
Yes, the pizza was always cold and hard like a rock.
Yuck. At my school, the vegetables were always boiled too much. They were mushy and gray.
Gross. I usually try to bring a packed lunch from home. My mom made great sandwiches.
You were lucky. Homemade food is always the best. I was jealous of kids with packed lunches.
After lunch, we had recess or break time. This was the best part of the day.
Yes, this was time to relax. We stood in the playground and talked about everything.
What did you do? Did you play games?
We played tag, where you run and catch people, or we just gossiped about boys.
We played card games or football. It was pure happiness.
Until the bell rang. Ding dong! That sound was so sad. It meant go back to class. Sometimes, if it was raining, I went to the library during the break.
Ah, the library. Were you a bookworm, Lucy?
Yes, I liked the quiet. The library smelled like old paper. I love that smell.
I admit I only went to the library to sleep. It was very peaceful and warm.
John, you are terrible. The library is for reading, not for sleeping.
I know. But the librarian was nice. She never woke me up. Shh. Okay, let's talk about the worst part of school. Homework.
Ugh, I hated homework. When I got home, I wanted to watch cartoons.
Did you have a lot of homework?
Yes, especially in math. I had to do hours and hours of problems. It ruined my evening.
I usually did my homework very quickly on the bus so I could go outside and play.
That is risky. Did you make mistakes?
Probably, but I didn't care. I just wanted to finish.
Did you ever forget your homework completely?
Sometimes. And then I had to make an excuse to the teacher.
Let me guess. Did you say, the dog ate my homework?
No, that is too old. I usually said, I left it on the kitchen table, or my backpack broke.
Did the teacher believe you?
Never. Teachers are very smart. They know all the tricks because they were students once too.
What about exams? Did you get nervous before a big test?
Oh yes, I got very stressed. My hands would shake and my stomach hurt.
Me too. I would study all night before the test. We call that cramming.
Yes, cramming is when you try to put all the information in your brain in one night. It is not a good idea.
No, I usually forgot everything the next day. Proof, gone from my memory.
Be honest with me, Lucy. Look into my eyes. Did you ever cheat on a test?
Gasp! John, that is a shocking question.
Tell us the truth. We won't tell the police.
Okay, maybe once I wrote the history dates on my hand.
Aha, I knew it. Did it help?
No, I was sweating so much because I was nervous and the ink disappeared. It became a blue mess on my hand.
That is instant karma. I never cheated. I was too afraid of getting caught.
At the end of the term, we got a report card. This is the paper with your grades.
A, B, C, D, or the terrible F.
I was always scared to show my parents, especially my math grade. I walked home very slowly that day.
Mom, Dad, please don't be mad.
But for art and English, I got A's, so they were usually happy. Did you get good grades?
Mostly A's and B's. My parents were okay, as long as I tried my best. Do you remember field trips?
Oh yes, going out of the school for a day. That was the best.
We went to the Science Museum. It was awesome. We saw dinosaur bones.
We went to the zoo. I saw a giraffe and a lion.
Field trips were great because no lessons. We just walked around and ate snacks.
Exactly, just a fun adventure with friends on a bus.
We talked about subjects, but teachers are the most important part of school.
I agree. A good teacher can change your life. Who was your favorite teacher?
Mr. Wilson. He taught science. He was very funny and made jokes. We laughed every day.
That is wonderful. My favorite was Mrs. Green. She was very kind and patient. She never shouted.
Patience is very important for a teacher, especially with naughty students like me.
Did you have a scary teacher?
Yes, Mr. Black. He was my geography teacher. He was terrifying.
Why?
He had a loud voice. Sit down. Be quiet. I was afraid to breathe in his class.
Oh no, I hate shouting. It makes me feel small. I think teachers should be nice.
I agree, but Mr. Black certainly made us pay attention. Did you ever get in trouble at school?
Not really. I was a goody two-shoes.
What is a goody two-shoes? That is a funny phrase.
It means I was very well behaved. I followed all the rules. I was an angel.
Boring. I got in trouble a few times for talking too much.
What was your punishment?
I had to stay after school. It's called detention. I had to sit in a room and stare at the wall. It was so boring.
So after we finished high school, we went to university.
And at university, you choose a major. That's your main subject.
My major was communications. I learned how to speak, write, and present ideas.
That explains why you're good at podcasting. My major was engineering.
Engineering? So building bridges and machines?
Yes, it uses a lot of math and physics.
Do you use your major today, John?
Well, I'm teaching English now, so not really. But I still like fixing things at home. Now that we're adults, do you miss school, Lucy?
Sometimes. I miss seeing my friends every single day. We were always together.
I miss the lack of responsibility. No bills to pay, no jobs, just learning.
And I miss the long holidays. Summer vacation was 2 months long.
Oh yes, 2 months of freedom. Now we only get 2 weeks if we're lucky.
Being an adult is hard work.
But school teaches us more than just facts and numbers.
True, it teaches us social skills, how to make friends, and how to deal with people we don't like.
And how to be on time. Punctuality is important. If you're late, you get in trouble.
And how to work hard. These are skills we use for our whole life.
Looking back, do you have any regrets?
I wish I studied harder in French class. I want to travel to France now, but I forgot the language.
Me too, with Spanish. I also wish I learned to play the guitar in music class.
It's never too late, John. You can learn now.
Maybe, but I'm an old dog now. It is hard to learn new tricks.
You are not old. You are just experienced.
Okay, let's review what we talked about. We used some good adjectives today.
Yes, we described subjects as interesting, boring, creative, and difficult.
And we described teachers as strict, funny, kind, and scary.
Try to use these words when you describe your own school memories.
Also, students, notice we use the past simple tense a lot today.
Because we are talking about memories. We said, I liked math, or I went to the zoo.
My teacher was strict. Remember to change the verb to the past form.
It is not I go to school yesterday. It is I went to school.
And don't forget the prepositions for ability. We say good at and bad at.
For example, I was good at art. I was bad at math.
Many students say good in. That is incorrect. Always say good at.
Wow, we talked about so many things. My brain is full of memories now.
Mine too. Now it's time for the listener challenge.
Yes, we want you to practice writing English. Don't be shy.
Please answer these questions in the comments below. Question 1. What was your favorite subject in school and why?
Question 2, did you like your school uniform or did you hate it?
And question 3. Tell us a funny story about a teacher.
Please write full sentences. For example, my favorite subject was history because I like stories.
I hope you don't give us a bad grade for today's episode.
I hope we get an A+ or at least a gold star sticker.
If you like this episode, please hit the like button. It helps us a lot.
And please subscribe to English with John and Lucy and share this with your friends who are learning English.
Thank you for listening and studying with us today. Class dismissed.
Have a wonderful day, everyone. See you next time. Bye.
Bye, everyone. Stay safe.
Thank you for learning with John and Lucy, where learning English is always fun.
See you in the next video.